Hello, 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 everybody. What's going on? Let me get the webcam up there. There we go. What's up? Oh, let's see. Trurex, Innocent, Kiro Kinshi, Nico, Sinclair Research, Zen. What's going on, guys? All right. So, yeah. I figure we kind of need to get a move on. Hey, Phoenix. Hope you all. That's rude. That's very rude, sir. Why did you say such a thing? Don't worry, I feel your pain. However, I'm doing pretty good today. As, yeah. I nailed that job interview I was talking about yesterday, for those of you who haven't seen the news in the Zencast Discord yet. So, yeah, it looks like I might be starting a job here pretty quick. Nico killed you earlier? That sounds rude. Brother Sabathius, how's it going, man? Alright, so I figure it's just about time to get going, isn't it? Hey, what's going on, man? Oh, it's just a kill, like, kill you again? What? Sounds rude, man. How rude. It's just a call center thing. So they want to put me in the tech support department because of, I don't know, certain levels of expertise that I have. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Ah, thank you, Sinclair. Alright, so I am going to use, instead of trying to let the bot, well, not the bot, but the in-game music do its thing, we're going to use the bot this time. Because with just some like pre-programmed stuff or whatever, just gonna kind of let it do its thing in the background. Fake Indian accent? No, absolutely not. Hey, useless! Holy crap, man! All right, Phoenix, that's fine. I can wait. At least I can now. Oh yeah, useless. Long time no see, man. I was just wondering where you were at yesterday. So, yeah, let me get this bot set up here with a little bit of background music. I'm just going to let it do its thing. I have no idea what kind of music it's going to play. It looks like it's... it looks like a lot of electronic stuff, maybe? I'm not sure. So I'm just going to let it sit here in the background and kind of do its thing. And adjust its volume from time to time. Now, it'll be okay, Innocent, because I'm not really monetizing anything as far as... like, I don't get any ad revenue anyway, so I'm not going to bother. It'll be fine. So, what are you guys up to today? Anything good? Anything interesting? Three hours to go. 3 hours to go for what, specifically? You ate food. Food is good. I just had lunch a little bit ago, too. Lunch is good. Lunch is really good. Federal rank grinding. I feel your pain. I really do. Rank grinding is... ugh. Alright. Well... let's get a move on, shall we? Can I turn it down a little bit? Yes, I can. So I'm still... let's see. There we go. How's that? It's about half of what it just was. Last day of Visual Studio training. Excellent. Oh, nice, Sinclair. Yeah, it's 2:12 in the afternoon for me, so... it's not really late by any stretch of the word. Alright. First jump of the day. Off we go. There's 3 days of recovering from your friend's 21st. Ah, okay. That makes sense. That's good. Okay. I'll leave it there. That should be adequate-ish. If it gets out of balance again, let me know and we'll play with it some more. T-Rex. Yeah, that sounds about right. Cutters are not cheap, man. Hey, New York, what's going on, man? How you doing? You're ready for the barbecue? You better be. That stuff is pretty good. Hey, Black Rose, how's it going? Wow. Ah. Auto correct is wrecking you, son. Hey, Aaron Walker, what's going on, man? I'll pay for you to just guide me. Yeah. Alright, I'm telling you, Phoenix, Smokies has got good barbecue. So, yeah. Definitely have to swing by there when you're up here. 600 million and still not ready for combat. Good lord, son. Alright. So, early on, I'm going to get this out of the way early on, since I'm thinking about it right this second. Those of you who are watching and haven't yet hit that like button, please do so early on. It helps me out. It's nice. And I'm going to remind everybody, charity donation goal. It is up and running, so it's there. It's there. 80% of it goes to Special Effect, is the charity that I want to support. Hey, Ryuk, what's going on, man? Alright. Zen. Yeah, this is pretty close to Jinx. I know, Phoenix, it's 2 months away. 2 months will go by pretty quick, though, so... you know, yeah, it'll be fine. It's fine. Not a sir, just working. Well, get that money, son. I might be... it looks like I'm going to be joining the ranks of the employed again here pretty soon. What about your grades? What grades? I'm not in... Not in high school anymore. Kirakenshi, music is something you'd expect to hear in an FDL. Is it really? Useless, wow. 3 days to recover because bouncy castles and unfit drunk 20-year-old asthmatics. Well, you had fun, right? As long as you had fun, it's all good. Da 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 da. Yeah, I might be skipping songs also if I don't like them within like the first 30 seconds or so. I'm very picky when it comes to this kind of music that it's playing right now. I'm just forewarning you. Exactly, True Rex. Music is good. I love music. It's I don't know. It's not the same without music. It never is. Never will be. Alright. Barbecue, I know, right? Barbecue is good stuff. Chemical Brothers. Who's Chemical Brothers? That's a new name to me. Hey, Sanity Dime, what's going on, man? How you doing? A 4,300 song playlist. Whoa. Yeah, see, okay. My old hard drive, the one that died, I had something like 12,000 songs on that drive. It's one of the reasons I'm upset that it died, because my entire music collection was on that thing. Yeah, again, fortunately I'm not on Spotify, so we won't have that. Absolute clusterfuck of 20, drunken 20 odds. Yeah, it sounds like it, but it sounds like fun though. All your music on your NAS? Good choice. If I have my way, one of these days I'm gonna have 2 PCs. One of which is gonna be like a render farm slash storage thing that's gonna back up everything that's on my main PC. That way, if one or the other dies, I still have everything. Yeah. Yeah, at least the commercials are relevant there. Now, Plater streams don't. Plater's no fun. Plater is plain Jane. I'm gonna get a ribbing from him for that later. At least, if he's watching or listening, he'll say something. Now, Plater and I pick on each other all the time. It's kind of our thing. We get some A-grade banter between the two of us. Although, I really, you know what? I should have my brother sit and voice chat with me one of these days. Just so you guys can hear the things that he and I say to each other. I feel like you guys would get a heck of a kick out of it. Fake Brit? Yeah, he's playing Conan right now. At least he was. Yeah, he still is. Yeah, he still is. He's still playing Conan. He's a wuss. Hide the tea. Hey, Pinecone, what's going on, man? You don't have to hide the tea. If Plater's around, he won't drink it. And neither will I, because it's tea. The dong and boobs game. Exactly. Yeah, he is a gamer, but he does more... like RPG styles. He hasn't done shooters for a long time. I mean a real long time. Yeah, I think if I got him on voice chat with this though, oh man, that'd be bad. And it would also be flippin' hilarious. He's actually one of the funniest people I know. Da 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 da. Go, Fer-De, go! We got a lot of ground to cover today. We're, yeah, I'm starting the stream about, what, 5 hours later than I originally would have. So, yeah, we got room to cover, ground to make up. No, I'm not sure what you're trying to link, but I would appreciate it if you at least ask first. Fine count. Da, 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 da. A button. Life needs more buttons. We need a button to make assholes go away. You just, in case of asshole, press button. Like a real life ban button. Yes, a real life ban button. When is 2.4 going live? We don't have a hard date yet. Now, my guess is probably the middle of September. That's my guess. Honestly, I have no way to verify that one way or the other. Because Frontier doesn't tell us. Frontier doesn't even tell Obsidian Ant. You know, and he's the biggest Elite Dangerous YouTuber there is. Can we get rid of the orangutan with the power of button? I mean, if it's an actual ban button, then maybe. I don't know. Is there a limit to the power of buttons? This is the question we must answer. Scott Manley doesn't count. He's a variety guy. Hey, James. What's going on, man? Dangerous YouTuber, I mean PewDiePie. He's not dangerous, he's just a douche. Yeah, I'm variety too, so even I don't exactly count as elite, hardcore, elite dangerous. Like Obsidian Ant pretty much does, cause yeah. Like virtually everything he does is elite dangerous. He does have a few other things sprinkled in there too, but it's not anywhere near as common as it is on mine. He's Swedish, of course he's a douche. I don't know, see, I'm kind of Swedish. I don't know, heritage is Swedish anyway. So, but I'm not a douche. Well, not on PewDiePie levels anyway. Alright, this song is getting skipped. You have abandoned Quince. You know, for rank up missions, you're better off staying where you have the highest reputation at. Oh, Pinecone. But yeah, there's Swedish and Norwegian is where my family originally came from. All right. So I feel like I should talk to you guys about this now since I'm thinking about it. This job takes off. I do not know what my schedule is going to be yet. I don't know for sure. Now, the first couple of weeks are all in training, so it's going to be like 1:30 in the afternoon until I think he said like 9:30 at night or something like that. I've got it written down on a piece of paper. More or less, Pinecone. I was told essentially, you know, to fill out a few more papers just so they've got the information done, and that's it. I'm done. They want me there Tuesday to start training. So I am going to tell you guys now, stream times are going to change depending on the schedule. So yeah, I just want you guys to be aware and be ready for that. Thank you, Pinecone. As soon as I get it figured out, I will let you guys know. Innocent. I mean, if you want to go that far back, then I mean, sure. And go back to single cell stages. You know, back when families weren't really a thing. It was nothing but one race. So does that mean that everything that Innocent knows is a lie? Everything he thinks he knows? Like, Innocent, your life is a lie, bro. You're a test tube, baby. How does that make you feel? Innocent is cake? How? What? How is he cake? He's not edible. We are all stardust. Isn't that the song? That's the song, I think. The cake is a lie. The spoon is also a die. Oh, die? Lie. You did not say any such thing, New York. That sucks. Hey, I also just had lunch this time, like before we actually started this. So guess there is no spoon. Yes, yeah, I just had lunch right before this, so we're good. Name that movie. Zang. Please tell me you guys know what movie that came from. Except for you, Innocent. You probably are too young to know. If you know, I'll actually be surprised. Oh yeah, we always kind of come full circle. I see you, Kohai. No, not Kung Pao. Not Kung Pao. Odd number of whiskers, they only have 2. Okay, it was a Wayne's World reference, you guys. Come on. Oh. Nope, not the Matrix. I made a reference to Wayne's World. I'm disappointed. Party time. Excellent. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah, I love that movie. Both of them, actually. They're pretty good. Yeah, I know, right, James? I love those 2 movies. They're so good. I haven't either, but I mean, it's kind of hard to forget. It's like people only do things because they get paid. Oh God. We're not worthy. Yes, that was pretty good too. You never really liked Wayne's World? What? Why? What's a good jump range for a Python? You know, for a Python, I'm not sure. I don't fly them. There's one ship in the game that you don't ever catch me in. Pinecone. Innocent's not that old. He's... As a matter of fact, I think Innocent might be one of the youngest people in this entire chat. Custard? Custard is good. What is it? Colonel Custard? Hmm? Hey look, this system has YOU. It's saying you. You! No, that's rude, Innocent. It's rude. Yep. No, don't be timing people out, Innocent. This is not very nice. Oh, man. Gloopy or runny? What kind of question is that? Like, I guess in reference to what? What exactly would be gloopy and or runny? 'Cause there's a lot of ways that this could go. I see Mama Llama Ding Dong person weird building person pie symbol. What are you talking about? Oh God bless me. Holy crap. That came out of nowhere. Ugh. What worked? I'm so confused. Thank you, Zen. Okay, that sounds awfully familiar. What on earth was that? Oh, that'd be why. It's a monster cat. Okay. I didn't choke, I sneezed. The big difference between choking and sneezing. And I'm not robotic. There's no Darth Vader here. Control my breathing. You cannot, sir. Alright, so this one's kind of funky. Yeah, I know this song. I've heard this on Monster Cat before. New York. I'm so confused. I don't even know what you're talking about right now. Alright, I think maybe Nightbot actually gets good music. So, yeah, this is actually... Yeah, it's okay, Pinecone. I timed him out because he shouldn't be timing people out without really good reason. So... Fist of Doom. Hey, if another $90 got added to my balance, I'd be happy. I'm not gonna lie. Speaking of that, we do need to, I would like to be able to hit this donation goal by the end of the week. So the faster, you know, the sooner we move through that, the more bonuses we can get. The first one, since you guys want to torture me so much with mining, if we hit this first one, and I'll do a mining stream because you guys want to see me suffer. Y'all heathens. And then after that, we'll start adding other bonuses for more goals. So, yeah, it's there. You know, 80% of this is going to special effect, the charity too. So, you're not just helping me out; you're helping them. Way more than you're helping me, that's for sure. Kira can see. So it's okay when Guinness times out, gives you 300 seconds to go get a drink and ice cream. Hey, I want ice cream. I want ice cream now. Dadgummit. I can't get ice cream till like later tonight. Ah, oh, son of a bitch. Actually, speaking of that, I need to make sure that Dad got that. Okay, you did. Perfect. Taco chip ice cream. Ah! Kidnap Yumix for the trip? Why? So both of us can go absolutely batshit insane? I don't know. I think Yamix and I would just end up shooting each other with the mining lasers. Out of pure boredom. If it's a multi-crew ship and both of us are in it, like, I feel like one of us would be in the fighter and then just blow up the mothership because we're so bored we can't take it anymore. Any news about Secrets of Zen? No, not yet. It takes time because I need to actually fill out the forms. And I'm going to talk with Brett because he's the one that actually does that stuff. And I want to make sure... I'm trying to catch him when he and I are on at the same time so I can ask him questions about it. That way I make sure that I send them exactly what they need. Because there is a process to it. And if you don't do it right, they won't put your... They won't put your faction in-game. Mining with a holler? Why would someone torture themselves that much? Why? Ooh, 3.7%. Okay, so yeah, so we're getting awful close. Go to his house and wake him up. That requires knowing exactly where he lives. Like, I know like kind of an approximate, but I don't know exactly where he lives. I feel like, and that would just be creepy. Oh, son of a... Why is it doing this again? Just like yesterday! Ah! US, you were born in 2305. No, I'm not going to be a creeper. Absolutely not. That is not okay. Not creepy, it's just dedication. I don't know. I guess that depends on who you ask, huh? I know, right, Black Rose? It's like they don't want me to make this trip. Like, no, we're going to force crash his client every 30 minutes so he can never get there. Or just drive him even crazier on the way there. It's like, how rude. I feel like this is like yesterday, between yesterday and today, this is closer to the main menu stream than it is the FDL to Beagle Point stream. Hey Andy, how's it going, man? And the interview went extremely well. I pretty much have the job. All I gotta do is fill out some forms and show up Tuesday for training. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so let's go this way. And I'm going to add F-type stars back to that list, just to make sure that my jump range potential is getting used, and off we go! Get a main menu sim, I know, right? Yeah, Kiro, it's been validated before, recently, so it shouldn't be that. I wouldn't think so. I think it's just having a fit. It does not want to accept the FDL for this misuse. This is not misuse, this is creative thinking. Mixed with a little bit of insanity, maybe. Maybe? Da 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 da. Alright. Hello, Twitter just went off.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Nico! Coming in with the $5 donation. Appreciate it, man. Alright, excellent. Dad knows what he's supposed to be doing. My dad has the printer, so he's going to print off one of those forms that I need. A lot of insanity? No, it's just a little bit. There's not a lot, just a little. This is fine. I know, right? Bird. The bird is the word. Bird. Bird is the word. Bird. We need that song. Yes, more bird. Bird is good. Bird is really good. See, every time I see the word verboten, I always think verbatim. And that does not mean the same thing. What are my thoughts on buying refurbished video cards? Yeah, I'm not really sure, to be completely honest. Because I've never bought a refurbished card before, so I don't know. You would think that a refurbished card would be just fine. I mean, I wouldn't think there'd be anything wrong with it. And it's not like you can... it's not like cards come with like a bunch of accessories that you have to have, and you know, refurbished cards aren't gonna come with those accessories or anything like that. I mean, it's a card. You plug it in a slot, you download your drivers, ta-da, you're done. So, I mean, the refurbished cards go through, you know, a QC testing, you know, all that kind of stuff, just to make sure that they still work, blah, 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 blah. So, I don't know. I would think a refurbished card would be fine. At least that's my initial thought. Hey, Black Skull, what's going on, man? Yeah, more or less. I mean, yeah, in the case of only a $20 price difference, I would just buy the new one. I mean, because then you get, you know, guaranteed warranty, blah 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 blah. So that's what I would do. If there's only a $20 price difference, just get the new one. Yeah, if it was a bigger difference, say like $100, then okay, yes, refurb. Because I mean, then you're saving big money. But only 20 bucks, nah, it's not worth it. No problem, again. Snake in 96 unit of combat stabilizers. That's their way of saying, you know, sneak these in. There's no snakes involved. This is not snakes on a ship. Please tell me you get the reference. You know, maybe I should start a like a technology-based YouTube channel for like PC-related things. What do you guys think of that? Run a second channel and just do like tech videos on it. They're like an insanely small version of like Bitwit or Paul's Hardware. It could be kind of like Paul, just with more hair. And less creepy. I don't know. Am I the only one that finds Paul at Paul's Hardware creepy? I find him creepy. Bitwit is funny. Paul is creepy. I don't know why he comes off that way. He just does. Like, I get weird vibes from that guy. I don't know why. Now, Jay's 2 cents. I do like Jay. He's fun. Oh, there it goes. Holy crap. What was that? Whew. Oxytech tips. Yeah, sounds about right. Well, that was interesting, though. Holy crap. Look at that. Look at that chat load in. Wow. I know, right, Nico? You don't necessarily even need to be good in tech. Woo, there we go. Binary. Paul is cute like a teddy bear. Wow. I do the channel just to get to play with all the expensive. I know, right? Like, if your channel makes it anywhere, they send you like all of the fun stuff. and you get to play with it, and I'm just like, ooh, ooh, the fun things. Yes, the fun things, all of the fun things. No, Black Rose, no stealing of internet. No. It's the Illuminati. They're doing it. Your phone turned your data in your pocket, got your streaming notification. Oh. Kind of Pinecone. Christmas morning version of me is a lot less excited and more like, piss off, you little people. It is 7 o'clock in the morning. Ah! And then like 2 hours later, I'm just like Dr. Pepper and Reese's Pieces. I'm good. Favorite tech channel is Adored TV, also an Elite player. Interesting. I didn't know that. Also an Elite player. Last game videos are kind of old. Yeah. Hopefully he still plays. But yes. Maybe I should start the second channel and just do some like tech videos every once in a while. Because why not? I mean, I guess it can't hurt. I don't know. I need to change my setup in my room in here. I'm gonna do something like that. I'm gonna have to get a longer cable for the webcam too, because it's like the only camera I have that's any good. Like, the one that's on my phone sucks. Like it's bad. Yeah, I'll definitely have to do something about this room. Chain interdicted. Well, if it's the same guy, jump out of the system, like high wake out, and then come back. Because if you're just going back up to Super Cruise, the NPC will just follow you. You know, Nico, that's probably true. I will, you know what I'll do is I've pretty much finished recapturing the footage I needed for my post PC upgrade video. I will put that together and show it to my Patreons ahead of time. That is also a thing, guys. My Patreon is active. Stream description for the link. Or you can just do !Patreon in chat, and the bot will post the link to my Patreon page. So I will probably show the patrons the finished product first and get their thoughts on it, just to see what they think. And if they say the video is good, I will make it live, and then we'll just kind of go from there. New aspects, so no pews. That sucks. You should always carry weapons. Weapons are good. You know, it is a little weird, Black Skull. I mean, I've been dealing with it here in the States for like the last, oh gosh. It has been like 2 or 3 weeks now. So, like, it's been, I don't really like it, but it's not, I don't know. You get used to it, and then some of the things that bug you before kind of stop bugging you, because then they just don't matter. It's too white and it's coming from an Imperial. Yes, I think this is the only time I've ever had a combat ship that didn't have guns on it, is this thing. I mean, weird to say that maybe, but I've never, yeah, it's true though. I've never actually had a combat ship that didn't have guns until this thing. But yes, need more guns, need more pew. This Waffle's the exploration FDL, absolutely right. It is the FDL that is not really an FDL anymore. It looks like one on the outside, but on the inside, it's a chair with a frame shift drive. And that's about it. And a pretty blue HUD. Blader. Only in jest, good sir. Only in jest. Imperial ships are meant for basking. I know, Yamix knows all about basking. That sick fucker. Federal ships are meant for blowing up. Imperial ships basking on the wrong pad. That's assuming that that Federal ships can blow up the Imperial ships to begin with. Hey, you can never have too many cannons. Just ask the pirates. Cannons are good. You watched the Clipper video? What'd you think? Yes. Oh, Imperial ships. No. You leave my Clipper alone. The Clipper is one of my favorite ships that I don't have. Ah, glory to the Empire. Yeah, I need to get the rank for it first, Black Skull. I don't have the rank for it. I have enough rank for a courier. And I actually do have one courier. I do not have enough for the Clipper yet. So, it's on my list of things to do. And one day I will do it. That boost sound on the Clipper, though. Oh, yes. So much yes. It's like oral. It's like oral sex. It's amazing. Aditi, yeah, that's been a popular one. Aditi, I think Shubabasi is another one, assuming it's in the right states. Now, I am independent with a leaning towards Imperial ships. The ships. I don't really care for the people sometimes. It's the ships. I like the ships. Because they're fast, they are sleek. And yes, I like them. Yeah, see, the Cutter is the one Imperial ship that you're not going to catch me flying, ever. Like, is the Imperial Eagle? Yes. Courier? Yes. Clipper? Yes. Cutter? Absolutely not. The Cutter might be fast, but it cannot turn and or stop itself to save its flippin' life. A pine cone. That is amazing. Real life consequences for an in-game slight. That is funny. Oh man. Black Skull. I don't think she's up. I don't think she's up for adoption. Not yet. Do not allow such blasphemic words in your house. Oh, that's funny. Oh, man. That's pretty funny. I'll have to remember that. Come on, where's that bass drop? Where's that bass drop? Now it just went quiet. Come on. Is it just straight switching songs? Such a letdown. Like, nope. This is a really long transition. And still no bass drop. God dang it! Come on! You're toying with me now. Yeah, sometimes. I gotta play with the volume to get it right. As some songs are louder than others, so it's really... It's hard to mix right. Yeah, it's not very loud because I don't want it to I don't want it to drown out everything. I just want it to go like back there in the background. Because let's face it, like being out here in the middle of nowhere, like it's not fun. But you know, to put some music in there and suddenly it's like, yeah, yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, Mini is pretty loud. Now, mine on the other hand, I try not to be like overly loud, but at the same time, this microphone is ridiculously sensitive. It actually maxes itself out. Like just when I'm talking normally, like right now, I'm actually hitting my decibel limiter on OBS because, you know, I'm not even trying right now, and it's like, oh, you're really loud. It's like, no, I'm not. Stop it. Minecon, that is amazing. That is pretty good. He's probably not. That's the best part about this. It's actually really funny. Alrighty. Alright, so there's a few of you watching who haven't yet liked the stream. If you are watching and you actually do like what you're seeing, please do hit that like button. That does help me out quite a bit. Makes the stream more visible, which makes, well, it helps more people see it and get more people in here. It's a good thing. Alright. 3 things are happening on Sunday. What is all happening on Sunday? 4! What is going on Sunday? It's Sunday, Sunday, Sunday! Oh, that's mean, Pinecone. That is mean. Street party, good lord. No one around my area has had anything like that for, oh man, a long time. Yeah, 2.4 open beta does end soon. That's right. Yeah, it actually does sound like quite a lot. Yeah, and there's the Sunday Fun Day stream too. That's all Minnie's business though. Minecraft. Ah, yes. Shenanigans. Good-natured shenanigans. College enrollment. Uh-huh. Yeah, have fun with that. I need to... I don't know. At some point, I should probably... go back and... get a degree in something else that I can do. So... But I don't know what to do, though. Because I don't want to do, like... Yeah, see, programming beyond me. I don't have the patience for that anymore. Like, when I was younger, in high school, yes. I found it fun then. Nowadays, I just find it annoying and tedious. If I can't make something do what I want it to with, like, 3 lines of code, I get really mad. See, I used Visual Basic, C++, and Java is what I originally got taught when I was in high school. Even then, it was just like some really basic stuff. And yeah. Oh, I did some HTML and a little bit of CSS also. But I don't think... HTML... I don't think it's really used a lot anymore. At least not the forms that... the form that I got taught. I think it's moved to, I think it's moved to, like, newer versions of since then. Doing C++? Yeah, it's still a popular language. But I don't remember virtually anything about it, so... Yeah, not a chance in flippin' hell. Yeah, see, I don't know Python at all. HTML, barely. I'd have to, I'd have to do some reading up on HTML again before I could do any of that. Thanks for the help and what? All I did was say nothing except for the programming is annoying. See, I don't even know what Delphi is. What the hell is Delphi? Sarcasm is good. James. Yeah, that's how you spell it. That's how you spell sarcasm. ASP.NET, JavaScript. Yeah, see, I know nothing about SQL, Aurelia, TypeScript, or ASP.NET. Now, Java, I used to know. I was gonna say, what? It must have thought something was a link. Yeah, I think Nightbot is a little confused right now. That's still I'm still trying to iron out the kinks in Nightbot. He's nowhere near as much of a pain in the butt as he was. He's mainly there because I want, like, the playlist that's playing in the background right now, and like the ability for custom commands. That's what I want. Baron rank, excellent. Well, he has some useful features that I want to keep. And at least at the moment, you see, at least at the moment, I can't, there isn't another bot that works on YouTube that I know of that actually does what Nightbot can do. At least, yeah. Not that I know of. We'll see. Reach Prince? Nice. Yeah, Princess. Darn. Hey, Scottor, what's going on? Say, Pinecone, wait a minute. Did you just assume his gender? This just occurred to me. You assumed his gender. And then so did I just now.
Will we ever get off this island? I don't know.
Look, it's the space hand. There it is. It disappeared. Damn it. Missed the space hand. Feels bad, man. Oh, what did I start? I should not have started that. A terrible, terrible person. Nightbot is beautiful. Oh, man. No, it is not, Scottor. I have Nightbot playing music in the background for me right now. Although this reminds me, like, just that the higher pitched sound there, that reminds me a lot of, like, Mass Effect 1. No, don't fuck Nightbot, it's not consensual. He didn't agree to this. So what are you up to, Scottor? You having a good day? Well, don't use caps. Oh, Pinecone, let's... Wow. Oh, man. That's... I don't even know what to say to that right now. Ah, nice, Scottor. Yeah, so you're... What? I would put you... 7 hours ahead. So you're GMT +1? It's shadow banned. Yeah, because of you guys. I blame you guys. It is all your fault. Oh, excuse me. Going to go to the farthest reaches of space where no FDL has gone before. Minecraft. The Plater's trying to get me shadow banned. He's afraid of me, isn't he? Yeah, I know what GMT is. Greenwich Mean Time. How far away from Sol am I? Pretty good ways now. About... I should be a little over 15,000 light years now. Give or take. Actually, you know what? We can check that real quick. Yeah, one second. Let me get around this star here. And... Alright. I am right there. There's Soul, there's me. Right here. Yeah, right there. I am there, Soul is there. Just how far away is Soul? Yep, 15,036 light years. So, yeah, for an FDL, it's making pretty good time. I'm kind of impressed with that so far. Yeah, see, I don't care enough about that to have it actually bound to something. I could if I wanted to, because I think I have one. I think I still have an open button on the stick of the X52 that's not being used. That's default on the Xbox? Yeah. It's because the menus are harder to use on the Xbox. At least I would assume so. I can't imagine it's the easiest thing to use if you're trying to use a controller. Yeah, I didn't think so. Now, that being said, it's stupid easy to use. A UTC? I should, but I don't know right off the top of my head. I should know. I feel like I do know, but I can't recall it right this second. The only hard part would be slower on the starport. Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. See, it says universal time, but I feel like that's a lie, because it'd be like, it's 6 in the morning. No, it's not. It's 9 in the evening here. I have not seen that Pinecone. Flynn, I don't know. We'll see. Hey, Sompic, what's going on? Alright, again, we'll see you later, man. I don't know, Flynn. We'll see. It depends on, just how crazy. Yeah, it just, I don't know, it depends. It really depends. Depends a lot on precisely when 2.4 releases, because I want to make sure that my main account is in the bubble for that. If I can get away with it. Oh, that's good, Black Skull. It makes things a little bit easier, as long as you can remember all the bindings. I have a hard time with that. That's one of the reasons why I don't like Star Citizen, because there's so many flipping buttons. New YouTube look? Okay. Since I live here in the States, we've had the new YouTube look for like 3 weeks now. So, it's not new to me. I don't know. When it first changed, I didn't like it, but now I'm used to it. And at least for us, some of the things that were broken before work properly now. That sucks, Black Skull. Controllers aren't the best method of input anyway, so I mean, there's gonna be some stuff like that, and I'm not sure there's really a good workaround for. I mean, as far as YouTube's new look, though, yeah, it's okay. For us, they ironed out most of the issues over the course of like a week or two, so but it's still kind of eh. I prefer the old layout. Still have to rebind them. Yeah, I pretty much rebound everything when I started playing. You have buttons doing nothing? Well, that's not good. Your buttons should always do something. Otherwise, it's a waste. Yeah, I did kind of prefer the old layout. Now, that being said, they did change some of, they did change some of the layout gripes that we had before. So I'm hoping that they listen for you guys too. 24 likes and 30 watching. That's right. If you guys are watching, you haven't yet liked, please do so. It does help me out quite a lot. And Caleb Lewis, what's going on, man? How you doing? Come on, drop the bass. Pay attention! I shall drop the bass only once! Hey, there we go. Short day in classes? Yeah, nice. How would you handle space navigation if we were to explore space right now? So you're talking like a real life situation? It'd be done using a coordinate system exactly like what we use in game now. The coordinate system that we use in game is literally the exact same coordinate system we use IRL. It wouldn't be much different. It'd just be a hell of a lot slower. Yeah, so Caleb, what kind of classes are you taking? Just out of curiosity. What's your major? Yeah, we wouldn't have the lovely HUD. That is true. Yeah, nowhere close on speed either. Not a flippin' chance. If we ever actually get a spacecraft up to even half the speed of light, I'll be very surprised. Yep, exactly, Sumpik. Now, you can add decimals to those as well. Well, Black, so that's kind of the thing. Like, I don't know. This whole hyperspace thing seems a little... I'm not really sure how it works. Mechanical engineering, so 2 math classes, English, okay. Math classes I could do without. I hate math. The others I could probably do with. Maritime navigation, oh, nice. Space navigation, yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Now, I guess my next question would be: is it with maritime navigation? Is it purely based off longitude and latitude, or is it a coordinate system that's not necessarily based on longitude and latitude? Longitude and latitude. English. Yeah, that's true, Black Skull. Anyway, still, with the way Braben is, though, there is still some kind of, I'm sure there's some kind of basis in, some kind of basis in, like, pseudoscience of some kind. Email Elon Musk and get on that Mars rocket. Yeah. Yeah, he'll be all over that. Oh, this guy has 800 subs on YouTube. I'm gonna send him to Mars. Yeah, I don't think so. That'd be flippin' awesome, though. I'm not gonna lie. Take the power of the entire sun to power it, then rip apart both systems and... Good lord. Gotta remember those other 4, that's right. Every sub counts, guys. Every last one of them. Ah, okay. Come on, guys, it's basic quantum physics and theoretical sciences. Oh, gosh. I wish I could sit here and, like, discuss quantum physics and actually know what I'm talking about. Like, I could sit here and make conjectures all day, but man. I'm no Stephen Hawking. Yeah, see, I'm not exactly young anymore. Well, okay. In the grand scheme of things, yes, I'm still young, but I'm not actually sure what the astronaut program is like for NASA. I just have it on a random playlist that's on Nightbot, Scador. Most of this stuff should be copyright free as well, so I don't have to worry about it, thankfully. Keyword here being most. The title of the paper, Why Getting to Beagle Point is Such a Pain in the Ass. I wonder if Beagle Point actually exists in real life. Like if there is a system in real life that is in that precise same location. Relative to Earth. That would be interesting. I want to find out. Can we get some can we somehow like buy some to research and telescope time to find out? Like inquiring minds want to know. Or at least mine does. Ask Down to Earth. Yeah, I probably could ask him. He might know. I know he's like a walking encyclopedia. Like I envy that man's knowledge. Like I'm no slouch, but man, that guy is smart. Ha ha ha, Flynn. There could be life on that planet. Yeah, I don't know. Not on Mars. But yeah, Down to Earth Astronomy does have a pretty good education on him, so... Yeah, see, I eat once a day on average, maybe twice. That's really about it. And man, and it's been that way for long old time now. Oh no, Mars on a Beagle Point. Yeah, I don't know about that. Oh yeah, Black Skull. I mean, it's not, yeah, see, I used to do, two a day. Oh, goodness, excuse me. I used to do 2 a day, as far as meals go. I'm at 1 right now. 2 a day was, man, that's pretty much what I stuck to for the last, like, 7 years. Well, maybe not 7, probably about 6-ish. Thank you, Caleb. Right about 6 years or so. Ah, thank you, Zen. All right. Nightbot. Alright. Of all the galaxies and planets... Yeah, I know, Caleb. Like, you would think that there's somebody else out there in somewhere at some time. Alright, Pinecone, we'll see you later, man. Take it easy. Yeah, as far as aliens go, like, I am a firm believer that they exist somewhere. And you would think, you know, the odds are even that there is at least 1 or 2 other, at least 1 or 2 other sentient species out there somewhere. Even in our own galaxy, you would think. The odds are favorable for that. So now the question is, even with just this galaxy, like the galaxy itself is huge, right? So how the hell are we ever going to find each other? It's like, even with all the tracking and looking and everything else that we have, like we can only see things, you know, for short periods of time. And if they're on, say, if they're on the other side of the galaxy, the chance that they'll hear any kind of radio transmission or anything from us anytime remotely soon is virtually nil. Yep, beta's ending very soon. Yeah, we are looking into the past. That's true, Karakenchi. I mean, there's, it's what, 60 some odd thousand years essentially in any direction. Well, at the farthest anyway, farthest points. So, I'd venture a guess that there's somebody around here somewhere. We just gotta find him. But I think that's gonna require us to actually be able to travel out, you know, and explore the galaxy first before we ever are actually able to find them. Otherwise, I just don't see communication being a thing. Yeah, the galaxy has the biggest lag. Yeah. That lag time's horrendous. 65,000 years, man. That ping time sucks. Like, how are we supposed to play MMOs with our alien friends? Like, can we fight the Thargoids with our alien friends? I don't know, that peer-to-peer system, that's gonna take a long time. I don't even think we'll be able to instance. All you want to do is play Halo with a Thargoid. That would actually be really funny. Like postal chess. Yes. Ah. I need a better chair. This chair sucks. Two things that are high on my list of things that must be remedied when I get this new job. A new bed, because the bed I got sucks, and a new chair, because this one is terrible. Better way of storing data? I don't know. Actually, there is one form of technology that I would like to see them, see anyone tackle, and that would be batteries. The technology for batteries hasn't really changed any over the course of the, the last, 50 years or so. So I would like to see someone, challenge, the storage of electrical power. Find a new and better way to do that. That's what I want to see. Plasma CPU? No, it'd be quantum CPUs. Which we actually have quantum CPUs now. They are extremely expensive and require a very elaborate setup, but oh my god, are they cool. The plasma is just superheated gas. I don't think that's going to work very well. I honestly, I don't see that working out. Oh, yeah, it can. Now, I want to see something like the bio-neural circuitry, like you see on like Star Trek Voyager. I want to see something like that. That would be cool. I think aliens smoke weed. They might smoke their own version of it. Yeah. Yeah, that's plasma. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it has a whole lot. I mean, so it's okay. Yeah, quantum computing is where it's at, though. Because quantum computing allows for multiple things to be done on a single clock. Whereas, like, traditional CPUs, and I would assume even something like a plasma-based CPU, would only be able to address one thing at a time. Your quantum CPUs and quantum computing solves that problem. by being able to address multiple things at once, just like the human brain. Plasma RGB RAM. RGB is where it's at, man. RGB, all the things. Gleed. They don't actually smoke it. Interpreted them eating is smoking and tried. It seems like this is nonsense. And that would also assume that aliens have been here with us on the planet and taught us things. I saw the RGB chair. It's kind of neat in that I am a supreme tech nerd kind of way, but at the same time it's also absolutely ridiculous. It's a chair. Why are you RGBing the chair? Why? I know it was a joke, man. I just turned it into something serious on purpose. Well, yes, because we have multiple cores, and we're using the hyper-threading now. So one core can act as two things. So when your transistors are on or off and it's switching between the two, you know, instead of, you know, only working on this side of things, it'll 1, 1, 1, 1, it's a 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So you're effectively getting two things, you know, per cycle of the transistor. RGB flight chair, that would be kind of neat. But then again, that goes back to like, why are we RGBing the chair? I know, right, Nico? I should just do a tech channel, shouldn't I? Yeah, time is definitely a sense. You know, it is something we can measure it. You know, I would assume that aliens might use a different metric for it. I mean, just like we have, you know, different metrics for, you know, like measuring volume and stuff like that. You know, and distance, etc., etc. I would assume that aliens would have, you know, like their own metric for time. You know, not everybody experiences jet lag, though. I don't. At least, you know, I've spent 8 hours on a plane before. And I didn't have jet lag by the end of it. You know, I was just as rearing and ready to go as I was when I got on the plane. Now, if I ever come visit the UK, say for instance, Frontier does another one of these expos next year or something like that, and I'm actually able to make it, then going over the Atlantic Ocean, okay, I can definitely see some jet lag being involved there. Because that's like 12 hours in the air, non-stop, at least. With about 18, 19 hours worth of travel time altogether. Somewhere in there. Yeah, see, I wanted to go to this year's, but yeah, not enough notice for me. If I had known about it, you know, like another, you know, if they had announced it, you know, another month or month and a half in advance, maybe I would have put, you know, a goal up for that. I have 2 custom Elite t-shirts, actually. Time traveling? Yeah, technically. I was like, if you know, a high altitude, high speed, there is a slight time differential, which I think is really interesting when you think about it. As a matter of fact, I can actually show you guys my my custom shirts. I've got them laying out just over there. No, I do not have the white hat. Give me a second. I'm going to grab those shirts, so I'll show them to you guys. Okay, so I've got two. Both of them are based on groups that I was a part of at one point. So, for those of you who have participated in the dangerous games, one of these will definitely trigger you. Unless you sided with them, you know, in which case, you know, good on you. Or not, depending on your point of view. So that would be this one. Alright, so I put the, there we go. There's the Galcop logo there. And then on the back, right? Then the right sleeve, the right sleeve has the Elite logo on it. And the left has my commander name. So that's the first one. The second one is the exact same pattern. You know, same shirt even. Only, you probably won't be able to see this very well on camera. But this is the Palcon logo. And there's a bigger version of it on the back side. Then again with the Elite and Commander's name on the sleeves. All that custom work there, that's like $80 worth of shirt. No, I did that stuff when I was still employed, thankfully. Thank you. They're kind of comfy too. And they breathe really well. Alright, continuing right along. The FDL must make it farther. Yeah, remember Black Skull? I was one of the operational officers and later the fleet commander. Like literally fleet commander. The only people that outranked me were BP, Marshall, and yeah, Digitary wasn't even an executive at the time. Jesus, Black Skull. How do you join a player group? It's all out of game, really, more than anything else. There's no in-game functions for it. And so you go to sites like inara.cz, and you can get, you can talk to and check out all the different wings and stuff on there. I may actually start an Inara page for Zencast once we get, actually, I might do that soon, now that I think about it. Alright, so I'm apparently a little ways above the plane right now. I'm gonna come down some. And then over. Yep. What were you gonna post? Oh, you're looking for that site. Just copy and paste it. And that site, there you'll be able to see like wings and all that kind of business there. Is the player groups are called wings on Inara's site. There's one or two other places too. I think it's Engine, and there's another one, but I can't remember what it's called. That have some Elite Dangerous player groups on them as well. But Inara is the main one for the most part. I may end up setting up an Inara page for the Seekers of Zen. Since we're going to be setting up a player group and everything, might as well set up an Inara page.
Fuel scoop complete.
Alright, so, what all are you guys up to today? Anything new or interesting that I haven't yet heard about? Well, the player group is cross-platform. It's not just for one platform. It's not just for PC or just for Xbox or if it exists in any form, it exists for all. Because you guys will be able to see it on the Xbox as well, or on PS4 for that matter. The universe is shared between all platforms. The only thing that's not is instancing. We can't instance switch each other, which sucks, but the entire universe itself is shared between all of us. Almost the big black hole. Yeah, it's a doozy. I've never actually been to Sagittarius A myself. I might have to. If there's enough time on my way back, I'll stop by there. I've been to virtually every other dang thing, just not there.
Fuel scoop complete.
Outrank heading back to Quinn's. Yeah, that's kind of a thing. Now, 2.4 kind of addresses the lack of missions. The mission boards that I've seen looked really good. And mission payouts were much improved compared to what they were before. Ah, nice Black Skull. I'll take a look at that real quick. It actually looks pretty good. I like that. I have been to Colonia before. It's been a while, but I have been there. Do exclamation mark Discord in the chat, Sanity, and you will be able to see it'll put a link up to the Zencast Discord server. Hey, bud, what's going on, man? Yeah, I haven't been to Saget yet. I have been to Colonia, but it's been a while. So, we'll see. No promises on that one. There you go. That is the invite link to Discord. All right. Come on, go away, star. Turn blue, turn blue, turn blue. Perfect. Alright, and let me check. I got some notifications here. Someone said, yeah, we had a Sidewinder at Beagle Point before 2.1. I'm just saying. That was quite a feat. I'm not gonna lie. I'm genuinely surprised that it was able to get there. I'm actually extremely surprised that I was able to engineer a Fer-De-Lance to have a high enough range to be able to do this. Yeah, exploring in Ascites works just fine. It's kind of surprising. The jump range in Ascites isn't as bad as you'd think if you load it out right. Surprisingly versatile little ships. I don't understand why people knock them all the time. Max jump for a Sidewinder? I mean, it's up there. I mean, you're pushing 30 light years without engineering. Or you can get pretty close to it. Hey, Innocent, what's going on, man? Yeah, it sounds about right. Yeah, you can get semi-close to 30 light years, I think, without actually engineering anything. So you can definitely push it. Oh, well, you've been here for ages, but you haven't said a word for a while. Since I thingied you? I didn't thingy you. Who played Arma with the thing muted? Ah, there you go. No shields and a 2-ton tank? Yeah, it sounds about right. But yeah, it's surprising actually how versatile the Sidewinders really are. Discord is kind of where we all hang out, you know, in between streams, and all of the notifications for everything. So like I will post ahead of time when I'm going live or the streams, or if I'm doing a video. You know, Plater does as well, and Minnie does too sometimes. Yeah, it's pretty much just, you know, shenanigans, hanging out, talking to each other, etc., etc. And if something important is going on, that's typically where I'm talking about it, letting everyone know. Like my interviews, for instance. You know, people in the Discord, you know, knew that it went extremely well, and that I'm pretty much starting on Tuesday. You know, they knew that before the stream ever started. And that's because I've been talking about it for a little bit. Black Skull. Also, if you want to be part of the Secrets of Zen, you should probably be on the Zencast Discord, because I'm going to be starting a BGS channel in there for, you know, for the people that want to be part of the group, etc., etc. And that channel will have like the instructions of things that need done for BGS, etc., etc. Alright. Around the star we go. BGS, the background simulation. Oh, you hush it, innocent. I'm working on it. Actually, I haven't been able to do anything on that today. At all. Oh, nice, bud. Yeah, the background simulation is basically what determines the economy, security state, etc., etc., of any and all systems in the game. The simple BGS series that I've been working on, Black Skull. Yeah, I've got the first 2 out of the 4. It's a 4-part series, and I've got the first 2 videos done. And part 3 is just about finished. And I'm going to finish part 4 and post 3 and 4. Parts 3 and 4. Yeah, a day apart from each other. Grab the FDL and go hunting? Sounds like a good idea. Just remember to mix it up. If you're going to V886 to help us out with prepping the system, just make sure it's like a mixture between bounty hunting and, yeah, hunting the Nunitz Corp ships themselves. Like, do a mixture, because like focusing on just one it doesn't help as much. Oh God. That's 3 times I've sneezed today on stream. Yeah. Yeah, so doing a mixture seems to help instead of focusing, just like razor focus on just one. Alright, this song kind of annoys me a little bit. Let's move on. There we go. Alright, Kiro Kenshi, we'll see you later, man. Take it easy. Okay, since I do have some work that I need to do. I need to get these forms and stuff filled out for this new job. So I'm gonna stream for about another 2 to 2.5 hours ish. Probably about 2 hours, I'm thinking. So just keep that in mind, guys. I would like to see some more progress on this this charity donation goal, though. We've moved up another $5 today, which is awesome. That I would like to see it move just a little bit more. As I said, most of this is going to special effect, not me. So I would like to be able to send them, you know, a pretty decent chunk to help them out, because I really do enjoy the work that they do. If you do !charity, it'll post a link to the Special Effect YouTube channel, and you can see what those guys are all about. It's some pretty good stuff. I think you guys approve of what they're trying to do. Yeah, most. You see, it's posted there as 80-20. 80% of everything that's being donated goes straight to special effects, and not me. Yep, that is the link to the special effect YouTube channel. And lots of onion ninjas in there, guys. All of the feels. So if you guys want to help out special effect, this is the best way to do it. Yeah, I told you yesterday. It's all of the feels. All of them. Oh yeah, that's an onion ninja. He's gonna come around with those onions. He's gonna cut them. I'm gonna make you cry and tear up a little bit. Yeah, it's alright. It gets lost. Ooh, neutron star. Shall we play with the neutron? No, let's not play with the neutron. We'll scan it though. Let's check the system map, see what else is here. Whoa. That's just an interesting looking high metal there.
Oh, yeah.
Hey! Bud coming in with a $50 donation. We appreciate that, man. There we go. There's some progress. Yeah, there we go. Okay, you know what? We might just scan that high metal too, because I'm curious. Oh, Bud is great. He's a good guy. Yeah, the bird. Bird is the word. Need more bird. Becky, let me smash. I brought you blue. You want some fuck? That whole video is absurd and funny. You try, you know, that's all anyone can do is try. But you guys are amazing, and I love you all for it. Alright. Let's make sure that I didn't miss anything here. Sledgehammer training? I can't say I have. Ooh, I like this song. Ooh. You got upbeat. I'm a sucker for upbeat music. I don't know why. Techno and upbeat. Yeah, I'm a sucker for upbeat music. I really am. Royalty-free ukulele. High metal. Yeah, that I pretty much figured. But I'm more curious about the statistics of that planet. Nitrogen atmosphere? Nitrogen, 10.1% oxygen. You know, those statistics, this is actually not that dissimilar to Earth. It's just a little on the cold side. Interesting. And it's ringed. Oh, it's ringed. Okay. I wanna... You like techno and metal? You know, it's, for me, like, some of the electronic stuff I'm really picky on. Like, it's just, it's gotta be really good or I don't like it. And some of this stuff is good. Ooh, this is an interesting ring system. Look at that. Huh. This is neat. Oh, please tell me I can dip through the ring over here. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Oh. Yes, I can dip through the rings here. Ha ha ha! Yes! Alright, I'm getting distracted, but this is fun. Woohoo! Alright. Alright, we gotta go before I do something stupid. Metal Step is actually very interesting. But see, like, stuff like what is playing right now, I kind of like this stuff. It's fun. Yeah, see, I'm not even sure what Nightcore is. I haven't delved. I haven't really sifted through all the the different genres yet. There we are. High-pitched sped up songs. Okay, yeah, that kind of that even sounds annoying just in the description. Nightcore's chipmunk music. I don't think that qualifies as the chipmunks particularly, Chris. Theodore! Alvin! Ah, yes. Old Alvin and the Chipmunks. That was fun stuff. Seven Nation Army. You know, Event Sevenfold has got some good stuff. I'm not big on Seven Nation Army though. Da-da-da. On the keyboard? I don't think I've ever played any Seven Nation Army song as far as on an instrument. I've done my share of Tool and plenty of other bands, but never Seven Nation. Now, that is one I have avoided entirely. Now, my favorite instrument is bass, and some of the most fun stuff that I've ever played has been a little bit of Chili Peppers and some Tool. Schism was that was kind of like a rite of passage for bassists around my time. Like, if you couldn't play Schism, you are not a bassist. Yeah, see, I can do bass, drums, and guitar. You know, bass and drums are kind of my primary too, with bass being the primary. So those are my three. The only problem is I can't really play anymore. I don't have any of my instruments anymore, which sucks. So if there is any one thing that I want to do, would be to get back into playing. And the one bass that I want to do that with is an Ibanez EDA 900, the blue one. The dark blue one. Not the red, like the red one would be acceptable. The silver one is okay. But the blue one is my absolute favorite. I love the EDA. The Ibanez EDA has been... I've had a love affair with that particular bass since I laid eyes on them for the first time. No, 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 don't you even, Black Skull. Songs would suck without bass, just saying. I know, right, Nico? They were way underrated when, okay, one of the reasons why people don't like them is they're like, oh, they have string tension problems. No, they don't. Just, don't be a tard with your tunings and it's fine. You don't put giant ass strings on it. You freaking jackass. And the bodies are made out of luthite. It's a synthetic material, not actually wood. So people, I don't know, it just threw a lot of people off. Yeah, every instrument has kind of its own unique problems. Now, the EDA, people just didn't like the fact that the strings on it were a little bit looser than usual, but I loved that because for me, it really helped with slap and pop. That extra slack, that little bit of extra slack that was in the strings made slap and pop very easy for me. And I loved it. I loved every second of it. Oh, I missed it. Oh, I miss that thing so much. Yeah, I owned an EDA at one point. I had a silver one. I always wanted the blue one, but I could never find one. At least not when I had money. And no, don't encourage that, innocent. I'm looking at you right now. I love the EDA, the way it sounds. They sound amazing. They were so underrated. Whenever I actually had money to buy one, the only one I could find was silver. And I saw in person and got to play on a blue one once. But I didn't have money to buy it, and it was out of state. I was visiting my grandma at the time, and I stopped off at a music shop in the town that she lives in, and that's where I saw it. And I was like, oh, why do you have to torture me like this right now? Of all times. No, if you guys ever see a blue EDA 900 or 905, please let me know. I want one of those so bad. It's active electronics, really good low end, and really punchy in the mids with some really bright highs. It was such a good sounding bass. Well, I appreciate the thought, Black Skull. Yeah, if you guys ever see one of those on like eBay, Amazon, your local, you know, swap and shop or whatever the freaking heck you want to call it. Please tell me. If there is any way I can get the money together to get one, I will do it. Because, oh man. See, that's not really the same thing though, Innocent, because those are easy to find. Like, you can just look around, they're posted everywhere. The EDA, not so much. Like, the EDA just, it wasn't very popular because of some of the aforementioned things, which really, oh man. It's such an underrated instrument. Yeah, the feeling is similar. That's true. So when you finally get to use it and then you have to put it back and you're like, oh, damn it. Yeah, it was sad times, man. But yeah, one of these days. Well, a lot of people can nerdgasm about guitars more than basses because guitars draw a lot more attention. I don't know why that is, because there is just as much craftsmanship and know-how that goes into basses as there is guitars, but people tend to focus on guitar a lot more. I don't understand why that is. I think bass is just an underrated and misunderstood instrument. 58 precision. Ooh. Ooh, I bet that thing looks good. Did he take good care of it? Cause yeah, 58 P bass. Oh man. Nico. You see, this is the thing with live streams though, is like we can get on to just about any conversation. We can talk about music, we can talk about, you know, tech stuff, we can talk about game stuff, we can talk about like all kinds of stuff. It's loved. Alright, good. Good. Because yeah, man, if I ever got a chance to play on some of the old P basses like that, oh, you bet I would be all over it in a heartbeat. Yeah, aren't you glad you found Zencast? See, what is it that that Phoenix said? You know, come for Platers, stay for Oxy. I think that's what Phoenix said at one point. Yeah, we'll get Shiv. Here we go. We got his role assigned there. Well, so it's got a heck of a story to it. That's pretty cool. Come for Plater's money videos, stay for Oxy. Yeah, that's what happened for you. Oh, man. Alright, Scott Ord, we'll see you later, man. Take it easy. Oh, man. So, let's see. Man. Oh, man. But yeah, so you guys have successfully found, like, the one part of me that, I have given up, regrettably so. The music. I miss playing. I played in bands for a good long time. Yeah, man, that was fun too. I miss it. There we go. That's another route down. The Kalamazoo tube amp. Ooh. You know, I actually haven't used tube amps. At least not myself. All of my amps have been solid states. Alright, let's see here. How am I going to do this? Skirt right along here. Actually, yeah, I'm just gonna go straight across here now. Need to get some. Need to get burning hard here. No, I'm not pre-plotting anything. That's cheating. Oh, that's nice, Innocent. Yeah, see, when I was in high school, we really didn't have that luxury. Yeah, it was more... Like, yeah, there was a band program, but it wasn't really what I wanted. So, I don't know, so I played in bands outside of school. We had practice. Originally it started out just on Thursdays, but then we added in Sundays. So we used Thursday and Sunday as our practice days. And we were together for, oh man, probably 4 or 5 months just kind of putting stuff together before we ever did... before we ever actually did any gigs, and you know, our gigs actually turned out pretty good. August Dark. Yeah, that 20,000 light year plot. Oh, yes. So much yes. Well, that's not really cheating. I just don't like planning it out ahead of time. I just kind of... I don't like bookmarks. Oh. The original band name, I honestly don't remember now. The second band that I played for we were just called the Four Winds. It's the second band that I played with the longest. You know, it was called the Four Winds. You know, for those guys, I started out on... I started out as a rhythm guitarist for them. We had trouble keeping drummers around for some reason, so I ended up switching into drums. That's actually where I learned to play the drums, was with them, and it just kind of stuck. All right, Black Skull, we'll see you later, man. Take it easy. Of course, you played punk because you're all bad. That's the Four Winds. We played a lot of classic stuff. And when I say classic, I mean we're talking like Led Zeppelin, Beatles, and some other stuff like that. Fun times. Yeah, bass is my primary instrument though. It's the one that I'm best at. It's also the one I've spent the most time playing. First band was Johnny and the Jays in '59. That's a good ways back, Jamie. Yeah, we played before when I was playing with the Four Winds when they were still called that. They changed their name after I left. Honestly, I don't remember what they changed it to be completely honest. But we did mostly classic rock stuff for the most part. I did get them to do some more modern stuff from time to time, assuming I was the one that was coming up with the song. Still going strong too. That's impressive. Holy crap. From 59 to now? I think that's a good... Come on, 40... That's almost 60 years. That is a long time. You're like super young when the band got together, or what happened there? I mean, am I even understanding this right? Yeah, I guess that's the next question. Doing solo gigs. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I've never been able to do solo gigs. At least, I can't anymore. My singing voice is so out of practice. If I tried, your ears would bleed. Oh, and we don't want that. I could do instrumentals, I suppose, but... I mean... I don't know, unless you're Victor Wooten, that usually doesn't turn out so well. Victor Wooten, your Buddy Rich. God, that guy is ridiculous. Have you guys ever seen Buddy Rich play drums before he died? If not, I suggest you YouTube, search him on YouTube and prepare to be amazed. That man is crazy. I see your wow. And I raise you why. I know, Buddy Rich was, man, he was good. He was really good. Like, man, just man, I do not know how he got that good, but that guy he is something else. Wow. It looks like you got yourself a new fan there. Hey, Avi, how's it going, man? Yeah, we got, Nightbot is actually running the tunes in the background for me right now, so you guys can't say that Nightbot's not useful. Leave Nightbot alone. Oh, Buddy Rich and Woody Herman. Oh, man. Oh, who doesn't like World War II planes and whiskey? This seems like... I don't know. It seems like a good time to me. I'm just saying. Now I'm letting Nightbot just run through and just play things at random. So it's whatever it plays is what we're gonna have. Unless it's a song that for some reason I don't like, then it gets skipped. Yeah, I saw that one, bud. Oh, man. I saw it, but I don't really remember if it was any good. If I don't remember it, that means it was either just kind of like nah, or it was good but not overly memorable. I'm confused, Avi. What does that mean? The song lyrics? If that's song lyrics, it's not endearing me to the song at all. Binary. Yeah, there it is. You know, I really wish close binary stars were able to exchange material between them, or have, you know, like the plasma stream kind of going between them. That would be cool. As we have animated neutron stars, animated white dwarfs, like, why can't we have, you know, plasma going between, you know, close binaries? Yeah, it is. It's two stars in the same system, and they're pretty close together. It's the binary. Now, if you have two stars that are that close together, whichever one is bigger is going to start feeding off the other one. It's like, you know, if we had like eventually, you know, say if our solar system got close to another one, and our star was bigger than their star, and they get close together, our star is going to start taking the material off of the other one at some point. Yeah, it's still a binary. the definition of binary star means that there is two of them. Vampire is an addition too.
Fuel scooping complete.
Exactly. Yeah, whichever one is smaller is the one that's going to start disappearing and getting eaten by the other one. You know, and the smaller they are, the closer together they have to be for that to happen. I would love to see it actually added into the game, though. Novas don't happen that often, though, bud. That's... I think... Is it once every... I don't know, I saw the statistic on that somewhere semi-recently. It's only once, like every... for some reason I want to say 100 years. I want to say it's like once every 100 years there's, you know, something, you know, a star that goes nova in our galaxy. So I would love to see a nova, though. Like as a one-time event in the game, where we can congregate and see nova. Would be awesome. 10 of 10. Would kill star again. Is it more frequent than that? Maybe it's the supernova ones that's only like once every 100 years or so. I don't know, for some reason the 100-year thing sticks out in my mind, and I'm not sure why. See nova respawn at the base. Exactly. Yeah, supernovas are way more rare. And stars have to have a lot more mass. Well, black holes, yes, technically, wherever you see a black hole, there would be... That would be, you know, where a star used to be at some point. And it's only these supermassive stars that can make those, too. When I say supermassive, like, we're talking, what is it? I think, isn't it like 10? Is it 10 or 12 or so Earth masses that's required to be able to make a black hole or something like that? I wonder if there's any of those nearby, actually. Because we tried looking for some yesterday without much luck. No, that's a neutron. What are these? Neutron. 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 A lot of neutrons around here. Yeah, it's all neutrons. That stinks. Yeah, that's just the main star. I mean, if the central body is a black hole, then it'll show it that way. There's other ways to find them too, I just haven't bothered to. But yeah, that is just the main star, and that's just because it's the fastest way to find them, for my purposes today, anyway.
Fuel scooping complete.
Ah. Well, I mean, if you have the opportunity to go to like an astronomy society, do it. Where I live, things like that are not overly common, so you have the chance, take it, man. You know, that's true. Beetlejuice is... It's like right on the cusp. That thing should be... Should be ready to go. Found any water worlds? Yeah, I haven't really been looking much, Wilson. At least for this first bit, I'm just trying to get this thing out to Beagle Point. On my way back, time permitting, I'll stop every once in a while to see if there's anything worth, poking my nose into. And like this one, high metal content here. I mean, not really worth it. But yeah, my main objective right now is to get this thing to Beagle Point, because it's not exactly very often you see an FDL at Beagle Point. I mean, let's be real here. Yeah, I've never actually seen Castaway. I have been told it's good movies, so we'll add that one to the list of movies to watch with the Patreons. Alright guys, that is a thing. Patreon. So, yeah. What in the world is Showbox? It's something I have to pay for that's a no-go. At least right now. But yeah, see, Patreon is how I'm setting up like my month-to-month income off this stuff. And then people who support me on Patreon get Rabbit. Is I'm going to use everything through Rabbit. It gets me, because I think it gets up to 25 people. It's going to be me plus 24 others. At least that's the idea. Hey Gerb, what's going on, man? Am I there yet? Absolutely not. We've been making some halfway decent progress today, though. Yeah, I do have an Android phone, although I need a new one. This thing is... I need a better camera so we can do, we can do some, like, live vlogging type things at some point. How far away am I? Good ways. Pretty good ways. We're not even a third of the way there. Not yet. I should be, I want to say about 17,000 light years out from Sol now, give or take. Yeah, just PM it to me, Avi, so I can look at it. We're not going to have time to stop by Sagittarius A. I'm going around the core altogether. And yes, I am in a Fer-De-Lance. That is the whole point of this trip, is to take an FDL to Beagle Point. And it's all for charity. If you look in the bottom right corner, I'm doing an 80% 20% split charity donation goal, where 80% of everything that gets donated goes to special effects. So, that's the whole point. That is the whole point. Doing something that you don't exactly hear every day for charity. Oh, Gerb. Yeah, we're making some pretty good progress. I mean, today was a little bit messed up as far as scheduling goes because I had the interview and all that kind of thing. So, yeah, that did kind of stunt, you know, my progress for today. So today's progress this is not going to be so good. Hey, Peculiar, what's going on, man? And yes, it went quite well, actually. And yes, staying up till 4 AM on the regular basis is not necessarily a good thing, Gerb. How was the interview? The interview went amazing. I all but have the job. I just need to finish filling out some forms and then show up early Tuesday afternoon, and I start training. So, there you have it, guys. Looks like I've got a job now. So, past that, it'll be close to a month before I get, no, it's call center stuff, Avi, so I don't have to move around hardly at all, which is good. It'll still be about 3 or 4 weeks before, it'll still be about 3 or 4 weeks before my paychecks start coming in on the regular, but it'll be a good, you know, actually be out and working again. Be able to manage a work schedule? Yes, yes I can. Now I won't be able to stream as often as like I do right now. You see, like right now, my regular schedule, I stream twice a day. You know, Tuesday through Friday, and then if my donation goal gets hit for the week, there's the bonus on Saturday. Well, that's going to end up changing a bit. I don't know how yet. Don't know how, but it's going to end up having to change because, like, okay, while I'm in training, I work from 1:30 in the afternoon until like 9:30 or 10 o'clock at night. So, yeah, I'm not going to be here during some of the time that I would normally have been for streaming. So, yeah, I'll figure it out as soon as I get as soon as we get through training. My schedule should even out a little bit, and I'll figure out a regular streaming schedule. Yeah, things will be a lot more comfortable, which, to be honest, I needed it. I mean, both as far as like work and medical goes, because the good news is, oh yeah, that's exactly the point, Gerb. At least the work is a stable income, and And the good news is that at the 60-day mark there, I can sign up for the health insurance and all that kind of stuff. So, and then the insurance goes active after 90 days. So once I'm there for 90 days, I'll actually, you know, I'll have the insurance and stuff I need that'll be able to, you know, help me out from a medical standpoint, which is good because it's as you guys know, it's my knees that suck. You guys know that. So, yeah, Obamacare doesn't work as well as you'd think. It punishes poor people for not being able to afford things. It doesn't help them, it just makes it worse. Yeah, it's definitely getting better. At least it seems like it right this minute anyway. So I'm so happy about that though. Like I was really starting to wonder if I was ever going to be able to get another job. Like I was really getting worried about it. So now this comes along, so I'm a happy camper. It's not the greatest thing, but I mean hell, it's better than nothing. So heck yeah, I'm stoked, man. Yeah, it's not really free because you pay for it in taxes, but hey. Prosthetic knees. Well, there are synthetic knees. It's like more or less the same thing. And that's more than likely what I'm going to end up with when I get the surgeries done. It'd be, you know, either synthetic meniscus pads or entirely synthetic knees, one or the other. I'm not sure which. Evil, but yeah, that's kind of what it feels like. Because the thing with Obamacare, it was supposed to make coverage, you know, more available to people, but at the same time, it really doesn't. Instead, it just punishes people for not having it. It was like, for me, you know, okay, prior to Obamacare, I could have purchased private health insurance for like $90 a month, give or take. Now that Obamacare is a thing, it costs me at least $210 a month at a minimum for health insurance through Obamacare. So how that helps people get insurance, I don't know. Now, that being said, not only is the cost higher, but now we get fined on our taxes if we don't have health insurance. Yes, yes it is. It is exactly that way, Nico. If you don't have, so not only is the cost of insurance higher, but then you have to pay a fine on your taxes if you don't have health insurance. So how that's supposed to help people, I don't know. So now we've come full circle back to politics like we did yesterday. See what you guys do to me. Why would you get fined? I don't know. Ask the Democrats. They're the ones that came up with this nonsense. They thought it was a good idea. I disagreed with it fundamentally from the start just because of the way they were trying to implement it. And, as usual, we were right. It is a cluster from the get-go. Nico. Yeah, it kind of seems that way, Gerb. Yeah. See, you know what the poverty line is? Extremely low. Like, cause let's be honest here. Like, I get fined. Okay, I haven't had an income through work, like a job besides this, for about a year actually. But I still get fined. Like, I got fined on my taxes a few months back because I didn't have health insurance. So, I mean, tell me what kind of sense that makes. Like, last year, I made a grand total of, like, $9,000, okay? This is all the money I made last year, is about 9 grand. And I got fined. So, I don't know what kind of... poverty line is nonsense. See, they shouldn't even be finding people to begin with, because the whole system is just borked. If people can't afford it, they can't afford it. Why are you finding people for something they can't afford? That's the bottom line. Yeah, pretty much, Nico. That's what it seems like. I guess the bottom line of the whole thing is, like, I understand what the intent was, and I think the as I said, the intent was right. The execution was just nuh. Alright, Avi, we'll see you later, man. Drain the swamp, term limits. Yes. We have too many. That's something I can definitely agree on, hands down, easily. Is that I think term limits would help us out quite a bit. We have so many career politicians that pander to... That's pretty much right. But we have too many career politicians that just kind of... I don't know, they stroke each other's egos and other things and stay in office and... festers in a not a good way. You know, it kind of seems that way, Nico. Yeah, the consensus always ends up society's screwed. Yeah, that is pretty much right. You know, and that's sad to say, because humanity, we have potential to be so much better than what we are. And it saddens me to see it wasted. Done. Yeah, that too. I mean, honest. Okay, that's another thing, and that is its own topic entirely. Is that they've gotten to the point where they're so polarized that they have forgotten how to have an actual discussion. People, as far as politics are concerned, have kind of they've kind of gotten to the point where it's like childish name calling and playground bullying more than it is actual, you know, like actual discussions about what needs to be done and proper ways to do things and budgets that aren't so convoluted that there's no way it should ever pass. Yeah. Don't think the founders of the Constitution wanted career politicians? That's exactly right. They really didn't. Originally, like, we built in, you know, the presidency term limits and stuff like that just for the sole purpose of, you know, preventing, you know, like single family rule and people being in office for too long. Now, I will say that some of that is because, like, people live longer now than they used to. So, like, back when the U.S. was founded, you know, life expectancy was half of what it is now. You know, so people couldn't really, you know, a career politician would last, you know, 20 years, you know, 25, you know, 30 if they're lucky. And now we've had people that are in there, you know, for 40, 50 years. You know, well, maybe not that long, but, you know, a really long time. When they really shouldn't have been in there that long. And it's because, you know, people are living twice as long now as they used to. So you find yourself in a position where things are possible now that weren't originally possible. Well, I shouldn't say not that they were not possible. It was just very unlikely at that point in time. And our laws and the way things work have never been updated to reflect that fact. I know. I've seen that too. You know, it's like becoming the monster that they're supposed to stop. Yeah. I don't know what to think of that either. What is left and right? You're talking in political terms. It's democratic and conservative. You know, democratic / liberal on the left, and conservative on right. It's been an interesting few years here in the States, and I fear it's only going to get worse. Which, that saddens me, it really does. Jamie, I know, right? Elite Dangerous Universe is way more fun. At least here all we have to worry about is Thargoids. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I won't celebrate until it actually happens. Da 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 da. All right. Do 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 do. So they say, Jamie. Now, I haven't seen, Alright, Curb, we'll see you later, man. Take it easy. I want to see, like, what is going on in 2.4 as far as, like, story goes. Like, what's going on in here? They actually did a pretty decent job of of keeping the story elements out of the beta. They did mess up with the what was it? I think it was the class 3 hull reinforcement where they left the caustic damage thing in. But I think that's the only slip up. I mean, the Type 10 thing doesn't really count. Now, I want to know, like, what is the story here? Like, what's gonna happen? I mean, obviously there's gonna be some kind of conflict, but what form is this conflict taking? Where is it gonna happen? That's what I want to know. That's something that I really want to see. Is like, where is it gonna take place? Surely there's someone at FDev knows that we want these answers. We want them now. Not shoot first, then you'll run and run until they catch you and kill you. I mean, at least that way you can say that they that you tried. It looks like the chat widget is having a hiccup again, like it did earlier. Watch all the messages start coming through at one time. I actually have to Alt-Tab to see the chat right now. Give me just a second. Yep, there it goes. Old Peculiar, so how far out in the black are we? We should be about 17,000 odd light years or so. Yeah? Okay, when did you start playing, Nico? I guess that is my first question. When did you start playing? Two weeks ago? Oh, yeah. You definitely came in right before the fun stuff starts. Now, that being said, I do suggest that you try to get you a good combat ship. You don't have to necessarily have to engineer it, because I'm not even sure how effective engineered ships are going to be versus Thargoids in comparison to regular ones. That is a huge question mark that we don't have an answer to right now. So, but yeah, you definitely came in at a good time. Right before the 2.4 beta went live. Yeah, good time. Waiting at Colonia to see where the invasion is. You know, I'm not actually sure that the bubble itself is going to burn kind of like people think it is. And you got to think about that for a minute. With all the effort that players put into, say, like the BGS and, you know, just the whole thing. There's in power play too, for that matter. That's another thing. I'm not actually sure like how much bubble burning they can do without pissing off everybody. You only started playing 2 weeks ago and you already did a 60,000 light year trip? Good lord. Let's see, 60,000 light year trip. Okay, so my next question there is going to be, how much scanning did you do? Did you just jump into a system, honk, and then jump away, like kind of like I am right now? Or were you like detailed scanning things and taking your time as you went along? I mean, I would think so, because, okay. Going out to Beagle Point and back, spending most of that time doing nothing but just, you know, the jump and honk, it got me about 63 million credits, both last time and the time before. So if you're, yeah, so if you're scanning a lot, okay, yeah, okay, so yeah, you were going after the terraformables and stuff like that. You should be making a pretty good bit. My guess would be, now keep in mind this is only a guess, okay, but my guess would be you're gonna make more than enough to put together a Fer-De-Lance and A-rate it. Oh, Zencast with Dr. Kai. That was only the second or third one that Plater and I did. That was really early on. Contents are the two types that can be terraformable, and whether or not they are terraformable has a lot to do with whether or not they're within the habitable zone of the star they orbit, and whether or not the surface conditions are close to what is on Earth. Those are the primary things that determine whether or not a planet can be terraformed. Sir Star-Righted, just purchased an Anaconda, took you ages to save for. Do I think it's a good ship? Well, okay, one, it is a big ship. If you're getting a big ship like an Anaconda, a Type 9, a cutter, a Corvette, and you want it to turn quickly, you had the wrong expectations. It is a big ship. They don't handle like small ships. They never will. It is literally impossible for that to be the case. Now, that being said, do I think it's a good ship? Yes. In its way, they are. The Anacondas, the Corvettes, cutters, ships like those three, especially those three, they're referred to pretty much universally as the big three. Those ships are kind of... they're the ones that are the most versatile in their overall loadout. So if you want, say if you want to fly an Anaconda, that is the one ship that can dish out an extremely large amount of damage, but still have strong shielding and not sacrifice hull strength and other things like that if you don't. It's not the big five because the Beluga and the Type 9 don't count. Corvette is not maneuverable like an FDL is. For, like, in comparison to the other big three, yes, the Corvette is quite agile. In comparison to, say, the Conda or the Cutter. Now, it also comes down to flight style. I cannot fly a Cutter. I can't do it. It does not, like, the way it handles, what is required to fly that thing, is outside the realm of possibilities with the way I fly. I could learn it if I took the time to do it, but it gets way too frustrating for me, so I don't use it. The Conda, on the other hand, its maneuvering thrusters aren't necessarily the strongest, but they're strong enough. So, can I make the Conda dance? Kind of. I mean, for a big ship anyway. The Corvette does a little bit better at that than the Conda does, though. That much is definitely for certain. Yeah, you don't necessarily, that's the thing with the Conda, is that, you know, you can get a high jump range out of it, and you don't necessarily need to compromise to do so, at least with engineering. Now, if you're not involving engineering and you still want a high jump range, yeah, there's going to be some compromises involved. But in overall usability and multi-role capability, the Conda is hard to beat. There really isn't another ship that matches it as far as versatility is concerned. Because the Cutter cannot match it in jump range, and the Corvette sure as hell can't match it in jump range. You know, the Cutter can carry more cargo. You can carry quite a bit more cargo, actually, to be completely honest. But the Conda still has the edge in a lot of ways. So, yeah. No problem. What kind of missions would I recommend for a Conda? Well, you can really do just about anything you want. The question that I would ask you is, do you like trading or do you like combat? What is your preferred playstyle? Are you an explorer? Are you a scientist type? What kind of things do you enjoy doing? Yeah, the landing pad's really the only restriction when it comes to the big ships. To be completely honest, like at this point in the game, I really don't find myself landing at outposts. Ever. Half the time they don't have the stuff that, half the time they just don't even have the things that I actually want. The FDL hull is like 49 million or something like that. Actually, I haven't bought an FDL hull for quite a while, so I'm not sure. But to completely A-rate an FDL, etc., you're looking, depending on how you load it out precisely, it's anywhere between, say, 75 to 90 million, give or take. Intergalactic taxi, but would like to move on to combat missions. A bit concerned. Well, okay. The thing with the big ships is that, especially with the Conda, don't just fly forward. Remember that there is a reverse. Because using your reverse thrusters and pitching at the same time will help you keep some of those pesky ships in front of you instead of behind. I can actually demonstrate that real quick. Let me move away from this star a little ways, and I will show you what I mean. I'm a long way from home, so I can't show you this with other ships around to use it as an example, but I can at least show you what it looks like. Okay. Well, let me slow down here. And bingo. We will drop out here. Okay. Now, so here we are. We are in real space now. Okay. Most of the time, you're gonna fly forward like this, okay? You're gonna fly forward, flying around, pew pew pew, motherfucker, right? Okay. Now, say you're in a big ship. Well, your maneuverability is limited, and something is flying right at you. Okay. The big ships don't turn like the FDL would. So, like the FDL, and it's like, oh, whatever, okay. Well, big ship, you can't really do that, okay? Instead, what you're going to do is you're going to pull that throttle back and you're going to go into reverse and you're going to pitch up like this. Okay. So you're going to turn completely around doing that. And also use your thrusters. Your thrusters will save your life. Okay. So from the external camera, okay, we're going to reverse. Okay, so now we're flying backwards. Then you're going to pitch up and use your thrusters. Just like that. Okay, by the time it's done, you'll be facing the other way. And it helps keep those pesky small ships in front of you instead of behind you. That's how you maneuver with the big ones. It's a good way to make money. Not mining. No, bud, don't you even. It's not mining. It is not mining. There's a lot of different ways to make money. Passenger missions have some pretty good payouts. And they're not overly difficult either. So that's one way to do it. When 2.4 comes along, I actually think, as long as it stays the same from beta to live, 2.4's mission system actually looks really good as far as money is concerned. So I'm hesitant to suggest anything right now because the climate could change drastically just in the next couple of weeks. So I don't want to say, you know, bounty hunting is the end all, or mining is the end all, or exploration is the end all, because that may not be the case about 2 weeks from now. So I'm hesitant to call that one at the moment. I mean, right this second, I think passenger missions are probably the best way to go, unless you want to do something like Quince, but I really don't recommend Quince. I would rather people get the real experience and learn the basic piloting skills that they're going to need, rather than abuse the heck out of Quince. Ah, whoa, there we go. Sorry for typing on your phone. Don't worry about it. Sir Star Rider, I am actually in a Fer-De-Lance right now. Let me catch up on chat here real quick though, because it looks like it bugged out a little bit again. Have I used a Corsair K70? No, I have not. And Sir Star Rider, thanks for the tips, he says. No problem, man. Flight assist, yes. Flight assist and flight assist off is definitely a good thing to know how to use. As far as flight assist off goes, be careful with that. Like, use it sparingly at first, because it does going to take some getting used to. Yeah, I'm kind of of the same opinion on that one, Nico. Quince, it's not really directly cheating. It is kind of cheesing the system a bit. I mean, there's no doubt about that. I don't judge anyone for using it because, I mean, let's face it, right now the money grind is kind of a pain in the butt. Not gonna lie. But besides that, it's... I really would like to see people spend the time to learn, you know, proper skills, and you don't really learn that, you know, go into Quince. Like, a lot of people, Star Rider, I'm just going to use your question about the Conda as an example here real quick. A lot of people will jump to Quince and build up a whole stash of credits, and then they'll just go buy a Conda straight away. They're able to jump from a Sidewinder straight to a Conda, and think that that the Conda will solve all their problems, you know, no skill needed, yada yada yada. And then they wonder why they're constantly dying, or, you know, something like that. And it's because they didn't have the proper skills and know-how that they would have gotten had they done things a little bit differently. Why does it bug you so much when someone clogs against an NPC? One, that is kind of an odd thought, and two, because if you have to combat log against an NPC, something is very wrong. It's an NPC. Like, they're not that difficult. I haven't actually died to an NPC and I don't even know how long. It's been a long old time. Like, not even my combat hauler got killed by NPCs. That was a hauler when I was taken into combat. Oh, that thing should not exist. I actually need to play with that thing a little bit more, because I've come up with some ideas since the last time I messed with it. I've come up with some ideas that could possibly make the combat hauler more viable. Possibly. We'll see. No problem, David. And, but, let's see, used Quince for an evening to fund the fuel scoop for your Conda? You know, that, okay, I can excuse that because the 7A fuel scoop is, oh my god, expensive. It's like 90 million or something like that? My god. Like, for a single module, that is expensive! Like, I can buy an entire Fer-De-Lance and A-rate it for less than that. What purpose does hiring additional crew members serve? To be honest, not a whole lot. Really all it does is, you know, drain some of your credits. I mean, the benefit with that is say you've got NPCs that you bought at Harmless rank and you ranked them all the way up to Elite. And you did that, you know, 2 or 3 times, and you happen to lose one for whatever reason. Like, you end up sustaining a rebuy and your NPC crew member dies. Then you have another one, you know, that's sitting there ready for you to use. But that's really about it. I only keep one crew member most of the time. And I need to work on ranking her up, actually, now that I think about it. 8A fuel scoop, 240 million. Ooh, yeah, they are expensive. Oh man, are they expensive. Yes, I am, gang. We're gonna keep going for about another half an hour or so, actually. 7A scoop is most definitely the best thing that you could buy for an Explorer Conda. Most definitely. And if you can't afford the 7A, a 7C or 7B will do just fine. Because the price difference between the 7B and the 7A is, whoo, nearly as expensive. You left work, ran an errand, and you played a little bit. Well, yeah, we're still going. Yeah, I'm gonna stream for roughly another half an hour or so before I call it a day on the stream. Engage. Yeah, the price difference will pay for an FDL. That's crazy. Yeah, Quince. Hey, someone asked like how much money Quince can make. Quince can make quite a lot. You can make. I mean, if you want to invest a few hours, you can make 40, 50, 60 million in a night. It's not too hard. Does stacking shield boosters on the Conda generally increase its durability during combat? The answer to that is yes. Shield boosters, they're kind of a necessity. If you're only, especially with the Conda where it has 8 utility slots, 4 of those should be shield boosters. And the reason for that is there's no reason not to not use them. The one thing with the Conda is that its armor is not particularly thick. What I mean by that is not that your hull percentage is going to drop stupidly fast. What I mean is that your modules are... they're kind of vulnerable on an Anaconda. The hull doesn't stop breach damage very well. So you want to have strong shielding. That way you don't take module damage. I mean, that's the whole idea. So, my personal suggestion, you know, some people are going to lynch me for this idea, but hear me out here. Okay. My personal suggestion is if you're not PvP focused, which, you know, from the way you're talking and stuff like that, you're most definitely not PvP focused. A Class 7 Biweave and a couple of Class 6 shield cell boosters with 4 shield, you know, shield, I should say, you know, 2 Class 6 shield cell banks and 4 of the Class A shield boosters will do you quite well on shielding. You know, the reason I say buy weave shields for the Class 7 is because the regeneration rate is very, very high. The overall strength is lower, yes, but you shouldn't be going through your entire 100% to 0 shields just fighting NPCs. And since the regen rate is so incredibly high, with the buy weaves, you can actually stay in the fight longer most of the time, because in between fights, your shields are going to regen 3, 4, 5 times as much as they would normally. Which means that you're not going to have to leave and go recharge or pop your shield cell banks as often. I always put cell banks on my ships, David. Always. Because you never know when something is going to go horribly, horribly wrong. And you want to be prepared for something like that. Because if something goes horribly wrong, you're gonna want to be equipped to handle it. That's just the God's honest truth. So I personally suggest, you know, loading out for the worst possible scenario, which means equipping shield cell banks. Starblazer, I am in a Fer-De-Lance. Yeah, when I build my ships, especially if I'm something like an Anaconda, you know, it's something that I know that I'm going to be doing combat in for sure, absolutely no question. I will load it to be able to handle absolute worst case scenario. Yes, you will need a heatsink. You've got 8 utility slots on Anaconda, so 4 shield boosters, a chaff launcher, 2 heat sinks, and that last one you can switch in and out for whatever you want. Another chaff launcher. Because here's the thing, even though with chaff launchers, the ship is really big, so it doesn't stop things from hitting you when you put chaff out. But at the same token, it actually does stop NPCs from using gimbaled weapons for a few seconds. And in that few seconds, the damage they output is restricted to whatever fixed weaponry those NPCs have. So there you go. There is a trade-off. It reduces their damage output. So it's still wise, even on a big ship like that, if you're in PvE, to equip a couple of chaff launchers. Alright, Innocent, we'll see you later, man. Yes, point defense and ECM are pretty much useless. Missiles, they do explosive damage. Explosive damage, shields are very strong against explosive damage. ECM is more or less pointless. It uses way too much power and it's not very effective. It's just pointless. You're not gonna find NPCs. Alright, Star Rider, we'll see you later, man. No problem. But you're not gonna find NPCs that use torpedoes with, you know, with the cascade effect on them. This is not gonna happen. So having point defense is more or less pointless. Like, point defense is pointless for the most part. Alright, Jamie, take it easy, man. We'll see you later. I mean, occasionally point defense is useful, but again, with a big ship, with the Conda, the Corvette, or the Cutter, if your shields drop for some reason, you're probably doing something wrong. Which banks for Conda? Well, okay, you load out a Conda and Cutter a little bit differently, because their optional internals are quite different between the two. A Conda, personally, I would put a Class 7 Bi-Weave on it. And then a couple of Class 6 shield cell banks. Personally, that's what I would do for a Conda. Now for a Cutter, Cutter, Class 8 shield all the way. Especially if I'm going bi-weave, because like, let's face it, bi-weave is my preferred shield type. So with a cutter, class 8 bi-weave, hands down. With the next two biggest slots being cell banks. Gerb. Yeah, again, it kind of goes, a lot of this goes back to personal preference on things. Like me personally, especially if it's me versus NPCs, I really love bi-weaves. I love them, love bi-weaves. Hands down, no questions. Now, if in my Fer-De-Lance and I'm using them in PvP, I'll still use bi-weaves, but that's because I fly extremely evasively when I'm in my FDL versus other players. So, yeah, bi-weave on the FDL actually ends up working out. It works even better on something like a Federal Assault ship. Stuck in the loop of dealing with easy enemies and ones that utterly destroy you. Yeah, that tends to happen. It kind of depends on the ship type, really. The ships that quote-unquote utterly destroy you, what are they? Are they Pythons? Are they Anacondas? Are they Federal Assault ships? Drop ships? What kinds are we looking at here? You forgot, but you know what it looks like. Yeah, PAs hit awfully hard. You do have to be very careful of them. The good news is plasma is not terribly hard to dodge so long as you see it coming. And you're more than like 500 meters away from it. If you watch the stream I did for Operation Serious Business, you'll actually see a little bit later in the stream when I'm in my Fer-De-Lance and we're going up against system authority ships, you'll actually see like just how I fly in combat. Because how I fly there is very similar to how I fly in PvP, at least in some ways. Now, PAs are amazing, Gerb. You really should try them. It takes some getting used to at first, but they're well worth it. Star Blazer, they're vultures. Okay, now, okay, vultures are they are a huge annoyance. One, because they have two large hard points. So they hit quite hard. But they're also very small as far as, you know, their firepower to size ratio. So, they are really pesky. So with vultures, fixed weapons are going to be a little hard to use against the vultures because their profile really isn't all that large. Now, as your skill level with fixed weapons improves, that becomes less of an issue. Personally, what I would suggest is using gimbaled weapons of some type against them, preferably something like multi-cannons, because multi-cannons hit a bit harder than something like pulse lasers. So, with the vultures, I would use gimbaled multi-cannons. Now, the idea here being is that they're going to have chaff, okay? So what you do is you fly evasively, you know, you shoot at them, blah, blah, blah. Okay, NPC pops chaff. What do? Well, just sit there and fly evasive for a minute and minimize the amount of damage that you take until that chaff wears out. Once it wears out, open fire and just lay waste to him as hard as you can until he pops chaff again. Rinse, repeat. Eventually, you'll get his shields wore down. Now, it is the evasive flying part that kills most people, because most people just want to face tank everything. And I can understand why, and it's because it's extremely easy to do. You know, like, you don't have to think about things. You know, it just, and it comes naturally to most people to face tank, because, you know, I got shields, woo! But it doesn't always work. Sometimes you do have to fly a little on the evasive side and minimize the amount of damage you're taking. I might actually, when I get back to the bubble, I may actually try to put together a tutorial on evasive flying. I'm not quite sure how to go about doing that yet, but I'm considering my options there. Exactly, Nathan, exactly. I mean, if you're in a cutter or corvette, you know, something that has an insane amount of shielding, then, you know, face tanking works just fine, but for smaller ships or ships that don't necessarily have the same shield strength, you can't really face tank like that. You do have to fly on the evasive side of things if you expect to survive. Nico, I'll remember that. Maybe, Nathan. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, that works too. I mean, that's another thing, is knowing when you can win a fight and when you can't. There is no shame in pulling a brave Sir Robin if it's a fight you know you can't win. If it's something you know you can't win, just leave. And if you get like a chain interdiction thing like what was happening to Black Rose earlier today, yeah, that's persistent NPCs. That happens, like, if you get interdicted when you're in Super Cruise and then you just pop back up into Super Cruise, that NPC is just going to follow you to the end of the frickin' Earth. You know, the end of the galaxy and back, if you keep doing it that way. So then you jump out of, actually highway, jump out of the system, go somewhere else, and then jump back, and you should be okay. James, we'll see. A basic discovery scanner? No. Basic, you know, the BDS comes with every ship as standard. You don't necessarily need it. I mean, it kind of depends on what you're doing. Yeah, etc., etc. I do recommend keeping an advanced discovery scanner on board, though. Yeah, combat logging is just annoying, period. Let's be honest here. It's just annoying. Yeah, the ADS is amazingly useful. Because there are some systems inside the bubble that you won't actually have the system data for. So having an ADS on board is immensely useful in those cases. You jump into a system and you're trying to make it to some place, but you have no idea where it is. ADS for the win! But, what's your question about combat logging, though? You've mentioned it a couple of times, but I haven't seen a question in there yet. So, what is it about combat logging that you would like to know? Or at least get my opinion on, I assume. Why it annoys you? It's the moral of the thing, is what it is. It's basic. It's cheating yourself. Okay, people that combat log essentially. It's the moral of the thing more than anything. At least it is for me. Like, if you get bested in combat, just take it. Like, under no circumstance should you combat log on something. Immersion aside, you know, because you guys know. You know, I have my quintessential phrase, get in the fucking bucket. You know, if you want immersion, there's a bucket, get in it. It's more than that, it's the moral of the thing. You know, if you start a fight and you lose, take it. You know, it's part of the game, it's part of being part of the universe. Yeah, that too. To be completely honest, I don't condone combat logging. I don't even like the menu log, to be completely honest. It's just, it's stupid. Yeah, I know what you mean, David. Yeah, see, like that works out perfectly there, Nathan. Okay, here's my thing is especially if you start the fight, just take it. I don't understand why it has to be such an issue. Yeah, see, that's not the same thing though. Like, that is an actual real life thing that's being, you know, that's interfering. That's a little bit different. How do you tell between an NPC and an actual person? Okay, there are two things that give it away. On the scanner that's over here, yeah, that way, right in the center of the screen, the marker on there, instead of being a solid rectangle, will be a hollow rectangle. Okay? That is the mark of another commander. Now, the other way you can tell is if you target them and this section right here, where the target readout is, says CMDR or commander in front of it, instead of just a name, that means player. Alright, David, we'll see you later, man. Take it easy. Those are the primary ways, is through the sensor readout over there, and then on that deal here, the target readout. If it says CMDR on there, that's definitely a player. And just no NPC will have the CMDR prefix before their name. Also, we are about coming up on time to stop for the day, so let me just throttle down a little bit here. And there is one landable in system. Let's go check it out. Well, when I get landed over here, we'll call it an end to today's stream. Yeah, that too, bud. It does happen. Yeah, no problem, Starblazer. No problem at all. I'm actually going to, I'm going to nab the name of this song real quick, too. I'm building a playlist of songs I like, so I can have Nightbot play them. Oh, my landing yesterday was just fine, Nico. I can do it again today. Alright, ladies, then. Take it easy. Metal Me, appreciate the sub. Welcome to the streaming channel, man. Yeah, that is true, Nathan. It is a little bit more unreliable, like you said, but I mean, it does kind of work in its way. Starblazer. Oh, Phoenix, no, don't jinx me now. You bastard. Hey, Starblazer, appreciate the sub, man. Ooh, we got some... Is it blue canyons? It looks like blue canyons. Let's come onto this lit side of this planet a little bit more. Yeah, those are bluish. Bluish, maybe kind of teal. I don't know. Let's go down. Let's go down to Pound Town. Oh yeah. Yes. Phoenix, do exclamation point Discord in the chat if you would, please. And that is a link to the Zencast Discord server, which is where myself and Commander Plater hang out all the time. So if you guys want to stay up to date with everything that's going on with the channel, that is the place to do it. There is also a lot of other people in there. They hang out and BS and, you know, just generally, you know, talk shit on each other on a regular basis. It's a lot of fun. So, yeah. Come on in, hang out with us, have a good time. Alright. Down we go. It should be my server, Phoenix. Is it GA's? I might have copied the wrong one, if that's the case. I can fix that. That'll take me a few seconds. Otherwise, there is also a link to the Zencast Discord in the stream description. So, either way works. Alright, this is where we are going to call it a day, right up here. Oh, you stop it. What do you mean unsuitable terrain? Come on. Come on. There it is. There we go. Alright, guys. we're gonna call it a day on the stream now. So I will leave you guys with this view here, and I will see you all tomorrow, actually. It kind of does, Nathan. But I will see you all tomorrow. And, yeah, take it easy, guys.